This video is an assignment for Sociology class, Introduction to Sociology at San Diego State University. The purpose of the assignment is to help inform us on key issues related to sociology of the body. The positions being advocated may not necessarily reflect the opinions of the students developing this video. What is mass media addiction? Mass media addiction is a growing concern in today's digital age with several key ideas that highlight the impact. Firstly, mass media addiction is the excessive use of media in different forms, such as social media, television, and any other media-related app. It is characterized by a strong and uncontrollable urge to engage with these media platforms, often at the expense of other essential activities and responsibilities in one's lives. Mass media addiction can have many critical issues, such as how it causes an impact on a person's mental and physical health. Mass media addiction problems. As shown in this graph, mass media takes away a lot of time from someone's life. In the graph, it shows that a child spends more than 2 hours on media, which is not a healthy amount. It is not a healthy amount because if you spend too much time on media, it takes away from your personal life, which can lead to more concerning issues for people such as mental problems. Mass media addiction can impact a person's mental health by the amount of time that you spend on media can become more dependent on how you feel. For example, according to helpguide.org, it states that your social media use may be problematic if it causes you to neglect face-to-face relationships, distracts you from work or school, or leaves you feeling angry or depressed. This is important because it states how media can be the cause of your mental problems because it takes away your attention from the real world. Media can also impact a person's physical health because it causes them to be distracted by the real world and become lazy and not do exercise. Emotional well-being of mass media addiction. As shown in this graph, it shows how media can play a key role in a person's emotional well-being. This is important because it shows how spending so much time on media can impact a person's well-being and make them feel bad about themselves just because their posts aren't getting enough attention. This makes them feel distracted from real life. And if you are used to this, media will be able to decide how you feel, which is not how your feelings are supposed to be controlled by. Sociological concepts of mass media addiction. The conflict theory, as discussed in our textbook, points to the unequal power dynamics within the media industry, which may increase addiction by catering to the interest of powerful stakeholders. Furthermore, the sociological perspective on symbolic interactionism emphasizes the role of media in shaping our self-identity and the construction of social reality, impacting how individuals perceive their needs for constant media consumption.
Mass media can negatively impact mental health through various ways. Unrealistic portrayals of body images in advertising and entertainment contribute to body dissatisfaction and self-esteem issues. Social media platforms often foster the social comparison, leading to feelings of inadequacy and jealousy. Exposure to violent or aggressive content in news and entertainment can desensitize individuals and contribute to increased aggression. Fear-inducing news coverage can heighten anxiety levels. Cyberbullying facilitated by online anonymity can result in significant harm to mental well-being. Excessive media use, especially before bedtime, can disrupt sleep patterns. Addiction to smartphones and social media, coupled with the fear of missing out, can contribute to stress and anxiety. The constant influx of information in media can also lead to reduced attention spans and difficulties in focusing. According to McLeanHospital.org, it states that the unknown outcome and the possibility of a desired outcome can keep users engaged with these sites. This urge to continue to go back to social media created by this unknown outcome can cause many users to be stuck into these unrealistic posts about body standards, which can lead to the lowering of their self-esteem. This image gives specific statistics showing how the media is affecting young people's lives. The continuous focus on negative events in news media can increase anxiety and stress levels by magnifying potential threats. It's important to be mindful of these factors and seek a healthy balance in media consumption to safeguard mental health.
Mass media has significantly shaped and reflected popular culture, influencing societal norms and values. The internet and television, in particular, have played a key role in globalization of popular culture, allowing people worldwide to share and access music, movies, fashion, trends, and creating a more interconnected global society. However, this widespread dissemination of content can contribute to cultural homogenization, potentially overshadowing local or diverse cultural expressions. Celebrities are elevated to iconic status by mass media, influencing public perception of beauty, success, and lifestyle. Their endorsements and media coverage have a substantial impact on consumer choices, spanning from fashion to lifestyle products and unrealistic body images. Media portrayal of different groups in popular culture, whether accurate or stereotypical, can shape societal perceptions and either reinforce or challenge stereotypes. Despite enriching the diverse popular culture, mass media raises concerns about cultural hegemony, the perpetuation of stereotypes, and its impact on individual and collective identities. For instance, according to BBC Real, various forms of mass media can affect behaviors, identity, and dreams. American researchers have found that repeated stories can interact with our biology. An illustrative example is the minor representation of Black people in UK mass media, particularly in TV and film, leading to potential self-imposed limitations. Notably, 64% of UK crime films feature roles for Black actors, emphasizing disparities in representation.
Mass media has been used and abused by corporations to marketing these advertisements broadcast widely to the public. On average, 12% of a company's money is spent on advertisements, and this money clearly isn't spent for nothing, as the intention of these ads is to generate even more revenue. These ads may be advertising like they are harmless and only intend on benefiting the consumer, but in reality, the consumer's life does not matter to these corporations, and they just want to get their money from them. Mass media is a source that is easy to spread information as fast as possible, and anything and everything is advertised by companies using media to promote their product and beliefs. Advertisement is the best way to spread a company's influence, and because of this, advertisement is seen by the average person multiple times a day. And with these constant messages to buy something put into their mind, they will eventually end up buying more these products that are advertised without even knowing it. Corporations will use mass media sources to advertise any product at any cost, whether it is true or false on the advertisement, to get the sales that they desire.
The mass media has a significant impact on politics and interacts with many social theories, conceptions, and debates. Sociological study of the interaction between politics and the media is rich because it frequently touches on issues of power relations, the formation of public opinion, and the creation of social norms and values. The following describes the influence of mass media on politics and how it relates to sociological discussions, ideas, and theories. For starters, mass media can determine the way we think about certain issues in the political realm. This is because when it comes to introducing and promoting political norms, values, and ideologies, the mass media is a key player in the process of political socialization. Understanding how people create political beliefs require a thorough understanding of sociological theories of social learning, particularly as they relate to the media's impact on the attitudes and behaviors. According to page 112 of the textbook, it states, most broadcasting companies are privately owned in the United States, are supported financially by advertising, and are therefore likely to reflect the biases of their owners and backers. This goes to show that the media is just there to spew out things that lean towards one side more than the other, meaning it's more of a partisan relationship. Also, according to OND from Open Mind BBVA, she talked about how there's a difference when it comes to media. There's a legacy media, which refers to things such as books or something that is considered old when in terms of how you would get your news, and there's new media, which refers to getting your news online. Not only that, but she also mentions how social media has an effect on others when politics is involved. It also makes it much easier for people to communicate about politics due to the fact that we can talk about politics with whoever we want on the internet. She then goes on to state how it can affect us in terms of sociological debates by stating social media has become a pervasive force in politics, altering the communication dynamics between political leaders, journalists, and the public. They have opened up wide avenues for instantaneous political discourse and debate. This all shows how mass media has an effect on politics in today's world. But not only that, mass media significantly influences politics by shaping public opinion, setting political agendas, and facilitating the democratic process. Through television, radios, newspapers, and online platforms, mass media provides a broad, accessible means of disseminating political information, allowing citizens to stay informed about current affairs. The media's role in agenda setting is pivotal, determining which issues receive prominence and influencing what the public considers important. By framing stories and events, media outlets shape the narrative, affecting how the audience perceives political information. According to Statista.com, you can see how the graph has the media has a bias with the politics. Over the years, the percent has decreased from 25% in 1989 to a skyrocketing 45% in 2017. This goes to show how the media, or mass media to be specific, has more of a partisan relationship within politics. Also, due to the bias within the media, there's also a very small percent of Americans that trust the media. But not just that, but according to Axios.com, in their graph showed above, we can see how the sharp decline within the trust in media. This is due to the bias problem that the media has portrayed with siding one party more than the other, like I mentioned before. This can lead to mass media playing a crucial role during the election campaign and impacting candidate visibility along with public perception. Public advertising and coverage contribute to image building and persona creation. Additionally, investigative journalism holds politicians accountable, acting as a check on political power. The power of social media can transform political communication, causing direct engagement and decentralizing information exchange. While mass media enhances democratic discourse, there are also challenges such as bias and sensationalism, which underscore the complexity of a relationship within politics. This all goes to show how mass media has a very important impact within politics.